One of the things that Akebi's sailor uniform pulls off so well is embarrassing moments. I had a bit of a nostalgia for Surezure children in this episode, just the kind of goofy things that happen with cell phones with students, and it was so good. It was so cute. So but yeah, that's my thoughts on episode 3 of the series, so let's jump into it. So we had basically two main focuses in this episode. One, introducing Tanagawa, which is this kind of, I guess, the strict rules type girl, and then at the same time, a focus on joining clubs, like choosing a club that you're going to have for that particular school year. And it all kind of gets triggered at the very beginning by them doing some PE, and at some point, Akebi, while she's doing all these stretches and everybody's kind of freaking out about the fact that she's doing these crazy stretches, eventually it's her time to actually do the run, and she just hauls butt and everybody freaks out because she's completely barefooted, which, I mean, come on, she's country bumpkin. I mean, again, we're going to get that country bumpkin aspect coming back into the story, but yeah, she apparently nails it, beats all the records, but yet she still gets yelled at because she was barefooted, and that's not allowed. Well, she does note that technically, hey, I do run fastest when I'm barefooted. But this turns into, again, introducing the idea that they all need to pick a club. And very quickly, she apparently caught the attention of a bunch of upperclassmen, and they all come in. And I really thought it was going to be those moments of where, the upperclassmen come in and start getting, I guess, reprimanding her for wearing this older uniform. Because it does acknowledge that. Like, where's the girl that wears the old sailor uniform? I'm like, oh crap, here we go. Now the older students are going to come in and say, even though the principal said you could do that, you shouldn't do that kind of thing. So, but no, they all want her to join because she's super fast. So there's plenty of options for her for what club she wants to join. But it was really cute because this is the point which we again get the introduction of Tanagawa. Tanagawa steps up and says, look, we're preparing for class. Maybe you should do this at another time. And this catches the attention of Akebi, so she comes up and starts getting obsessed with her legs. Can you lift up your skirt? No, you don't ask that of somebody. Again, country bumpkin, super not understanding social boundaries. Again, I think even with the country bumpkin, I think that's one thing you probably should acknowledge is probably not something. But again, I think it goes more in the idea of how she's not really, again, been around other students her age or even older than her. So she's got a very immature way of thinking about things like that. Very innocent, immature way of thinking about things like that. There's no boundaries there of, okay, we're grown-ups now, you can't really be doing that. Even having her invite Tanagawa to do these leg contests, and they're all in the back of the classroom, their legs up in the air. It's like, girls, very comfortable alone. It's, I guess, an all-girls school thing. But this is when we're getting into Tanagawa, like what she kind of deals with. The idea that everybody kind of gossips about the fact that she's the rule type. She's prim and proper, don't break the rules, which in her perspective is that she doesn't feel that anything you could do, no matter how fun it is apparently, is something that's not worth getting in trouble by the teachers. Like, just stay in your lane kind of person. She is a stay in your lane mentality kind of person. But despite this, and she's, observing Akebi really having a lot of fun. She's doing a lot of things that she would like to do with such ease. But even still, Akebi still keeps talking to her. And she likes that. She keeps coming to her and wants to talk to her, constantly wants to see her legs. Can you take pictures of your legs and send it to me? Let's be friends. Let's swap contacts. Let's listen to this music together. It was a lot of really cute little moments, kind of showing Akebi doesn't really choose people. She just kind of grabs anybody that she can kind of communicate with. She's like the ultimate icebreaker. She doesn't really, again, have those boundaries that a lot of people have. Like, well, before you talk to somebody, you should, make sure that they're okay around other people. No, she just kind of just jumps in there. But yes, this is when Akebi's mindset slowly seeps into Tanagawa as she goes home. I knew it was coming. Oh, mom's not home. Like, oh yeah, here we go. Mom's not home. So yeah, she starts to take pictures. And then she realizes after a while, oh man, I think I might be a pervert because she just keeps taking pictures of herself. And yeah, mom comes home and she's swiping through to delete them all. And then eventually, oops, mom opens the door and she accidentally sends like the most inappropriate of all the pictures. Like I figured, okay, might be a leg picture or something. No, it's literally the most suggestive post she could possibly send to Akebi. So yeah, the mom's like, what's wrong? And she's freaking out like, I just did the most embarrassing thing possible. But again, Akebi's like, oh, that's a really cute picture. You're really good at taking pictures of yourself, which eventually leads to, yes, Tanagawa choosing the club that she wants, which is photography. Hopefully it's not that kind of photography club in a classroom. I don't know, what was it? My wife is a student council president. That's what immediately came to my mind for a photography club. that this girl's gonna go to. Anyways, sorry, side tangent. But yeah, that was kind of that whole situation with Tanagawa. It's really kind of pulling her into Akebi's kind of mindset of being a little more open and exploring things in a sense. But it really cute. I'm looking forward to seeing Tanagawa in the group more going forward. It really does seem like this episode especially seems to be, it might be that creation of what we're going to be seeing going forward, which is kind of these little central moments between two characters, mainly Akebi. And I think they're probably going to do that going forward. Maybe each of these characters, she's going to have an episode to meet them and really kind of pull them out of whatever shell they may have and learn more about them. The second half of this episode, it was kind of them going back to Kojo, as Kojo was, again, a character they introduced last episode, really having a moment between the two of them. And seemingly, possibly, giving us a perspective that Kojo may have either lost her mother or doesn't get to see her mother enough. Because it obviously, obviously the earlier moments is, okay, Akebi and her going around to all the clubs. Kojo at some point says, look, I'm sorry I couldn't help you find the club you wanted to get into. And Akebi's like, no, I had a lot of fun. This was great. And they end up getting caught in the rain. And I guess it's really just the writer. I mean, let's be honest, the writer does like to kind of emphasize certain things for certain reasons. But it really did feel like they were at least Yuri baiting with this particular scene between Akebi and Kojo, as they're obviously trapped somewhere alone, and Kojo lets her use her jacket, so you get to see what Akebi looks like with the jacket on. But then you get this little cute moment between the two of them. Like I said, it felt like it was kind of Yuri baiting this idea of them talking about the literature club and books and reading books. Akebi talking about reading books for her little sister and how she always liked to do it because she liked to look down at her sister when she read the books. And then Kojo asked her to read. She wished that she could do that, hear her voice talking to her the same way. And so again, Akebi's like, well, sure, let's do it. I mean, I'll read this book to you. And so they have this little cute moment together, which again, I think was kind of, it felt like it was kind of going into the Yuri bait area. But I was wondering if it was also going into the idea of a daughter really desiring the nurturing mother. Like, are we really kind of getting into the idea that Kojo may have either lost her mother or just doesn't get to see her mother enough? Because while she's watching her read, she really enjoys this. It feels comforting to her. And then afterwards, getting a lap pill, looking up to Akebi with her glasses on and calling out to her mother. Again, is it going in that direction? Because I mean, it could possibly. But it was surprising that, again, it didn't really kind of get into it. But it decides to instead get into talking about how soft Akebi's lap is and how, asking her if she enjoyed it. But yeah, that's when we pretty much get established what everybody seems to be wanting to do. I mean, we had, I think, Toko wanted to get into baseball. Kizaki wanted to get into mountain climbing. Kojo obviously probably getting into literature. She may end up getting the drama. She didn't really say one way or another. Tanagawa wanted to get into photography again. But Akebi wants to not get into literature like it seemed like it was building up to, but rather drama club. So that seemed to be the option there because it seemed like she was really into her storytelling. It wasn't just her reading the story, she was acting it out. So in a sense, Kojo did help her find her club. Which makes me wonder, I don't know if this is going to be a route to Akebi meeting some other of the students in the class, or if it's going to be one of those things where the follow the leader aspect. I think Tanagawa has pretty much established what she's going to do. I kind of have a feeling that Kojo might go to literature club, but at least Usagi Ihara and Kizaki probably will end up going with her to the drama club. But yeah, super cute episode. Again, I really loved the accidental picture sending scene. That was a lot of fun. Like I said, it really did remind me of Tsurezure Children, just that the cell phone shenanigans that happen behind closed doors and screaming in the middle of the house kind of things. But yeah, really cute. I loved meeting Tanagawa. Again, kind of emphasizing on very unique character designs that they have in this series. It kind of felt like her had a lot of emphasis on her eyes being very sharp. Kind of reminded me of something like Komi-san Can't Communicate with Komi-san. But yeah, the barefoot running, just Akebi being Akebi as usual. I just absolutely love it. This show is just so pure and so heartwarming, so wholesome. So cannot wait for more of it. But yeah, that's my thoughts on episode 3 of Akebi's Sailor Uniform. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave that like down below. Comment, let me know what's thought of the episode. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share this video if you can. Support us on Patreon or throw a tips link in the description below. We definitely appreciate everybody does. And y'all take care.